Hello, welcome. Today is a very easy tutorial. We're just going to map some drum pads and some volume sliders. Maybe some macro knobs, maybe. But they're pretty self-explanatory once we do the volume sliders. So let's start with the drum pads. I've labeled the drum pads like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Because that's exactly how it's set up in Ableton. So if I go to Ableton, the drum rack is set up very similarly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F. Yep, you get it. So that's what we want to do as well. Let's check it here. So that's how I've set it up here. Easiest way to map them all, like, to be honest, let's map everything that we've got going on here and go down to target, MIDI, Ableton. So in the target, we use the MIDI port Ableton to send the messages to Ableton. And I've just selected them all, so that means I don't have to write it again. Now select the drum pads. So we have the properties of the button. So I've made these as buttons. Now on actually is the velocity. So if you want a really small velocity, go for it. 1 is fine, but for drums, let's just do it as full velocity to get the most volume out of our drum samples. The mode, so like a mode is the type of button it is. So toggle at the moment means you only click once and it stays on, then you have to click it again to turn it off. For drums, you actually want to select push. Now the reason why is you need to send the value off. You need to send that value to Ableton to let Ableton know that the note has stopped playing. If you do tap, the note will continue to be held, which you may want. But for now, let's just do push. I might show an example, but that is exactly what you want to set up. We don't need value. Now we've got OSC. So now target is already labeled, but the address we want to put in is note. And that is signifying that we are sending a MIDI note. And the pre-arg, what could it be? So the pre-arg tells Ableton what exactly is being sent very specifically. I'm just going to write in a template for the rest of the drum pads so it's easy for me to just go through each of the drum pads. So we all wanted to go through MIDI channel 1 and let's say MIDI note 60, which I'm assuming is C. I think it's C. So if we check here, yeah, that's right. It's hard to see. So I'm just going to make this shorter. Now you can see. No, it's up there. So we have selected, it's disappeared. Oh, the arpeggiator. Why have we got that in there? I don't know why. C3. Which isn't bad, but I think we want C1. Because I think that is what gets loaded up when you load a drum rack. Yeah, C1. So, just change this number right here. Let's go. C40 is definitely not it, but we're very close. So that's only 1, 2, 3, 4 away. So 36. And there we go. C1. So now all you have to do is select the next drum and do exactly the same thing. So the last one was 36, so now we just want 37. And there you go, you got C sharp. Now I'm going to do this and fast forward it. Okay, we are back. And I've just mapped everything here. So if you look at this numbers right here, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51. And you've just heard there, I've loaded a drum kit. So you can see that it works in corresponding order. Actually do it faster. I've got my iPad set up. Right, whoa, that's not it. Right there, there it is. So I've just loaded it up in the iPad. I can show you how to set it up with the iPad as well if you want, but for now, great. So now we have some beats. Yeah, as you can see, I'm a great beats player. And see, the velocity is up there. So if I change this back to 1, then I press record. Okay. Ah, okay, I see. The reason why is you have to press save. So when you press save, then it makes the updates in the iPad. So that is one limitation of OSC, is you have to press save to get the changes that you want happening exactly in your iPad as well. So if I press tap this time and press save, let's see what happens. Ah, there we go. So that is what happens when you use tap only. It just makes just makes all the notes long. Alright. Back to push. Save. So it updates on the iPad. Now let's do the sliders. So the sliders are very easy. You just set the range again to the CC value. The only thing that you might want to do here, which I do suggest, is putting in the default value for 0. So we'll find that out once we get going. But now what you want to write in here is whoops. Okay. What you want to write in is control. Let's just select everything here and say control. So control. Pre-arg, we want something similar where it doesn't really matter about the values that we've put in the notes, because the notes are different to the sliders and stuff. So let's do this one, slide 20, fast forward. Okay. So now I've got them at different values. So with the value, the default value, this is what I mean. When you select fader to have double tap, then when you double tap on it, it'll go to that value. Value. And I think it's because everything is, mapped the same. So I might just map these differently. Oh, the way I'm doing this, by the way, is Control Shift to select multiple things. So I'll do this as 19 for now. So that means this one goes independent to the rest. Very easy. So if I press save, that means I'm able to control it on my iPad. Then I go to MIDI and I select volume. So I'll bring this over here. If I select volume and move that slider, there you go, very easy. So now what I want to find out is where exactly the 0 mark is. So let's try 102. How about 104? Okay, 110. 18. There you go, it's 108. The default is 108. So press save again. Let's make all the volume sliders 108. So enter. Now it's all selected here. Then you can do the same thing with another volume slider. Just move this one, whoops. Just move this one around. And there you got it. Movable sliders. And then all I have to do is double tap on... Okay. I don't have double tap set for the rest of the sliders. That helps. Double tap. Now if I double tap that... Oh, I gotta save! This happens so much. Gotta make sure I always save. Alright, great. And the same thing with, like, we'll just use 19, like, maybe 18. Same thing here, like, your knob has double tap, so if there's a specific, like, if you want it to go back down to 0, then you can do that. Select maybe this send. There we go. Oh yeah, and the way that you move it is also adjustable, like circular. Circular means you have to go around like a circle. So it has like a middle. Vertical means you just go up and down. And snap. I don't know. I think that's what it means. It snaps to the value. I think so? Yeah, because if I do that, it doesn't do anything. So snapping means wherever I click, it snaps to that value that I've just clicked down on. And you can see the send here moving around. But yeah, same thing. If I double click, then it goes back down. So if I save it, then I've got I've got everything that I've just assigned. Face. See? I don't know if you can see. There you go. Woohoo! And then double tap. It's back to 0. Same thing these ones. Double tap, double tap. Woo! Great! Alright, I think that's it. Like, it's pretty basic and not really much else you need to know from this tutorial. So, good luck out there, guys. I know you can do it. See ya.